Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Razorbacks will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress at defense for similar reasons, and you've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. And
turning it on! He breaks a tackle. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The extra point here would tie the game.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown.
Out of bounds at the 34, a productive job by the return team. So Alabama's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy on offense?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man. It's Coleman. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. We'll send the tight end in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the ground, it's Hill. Just ran over it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
He'll do it himself. Makes one man miss. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. It's caught. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. Oh, he found a space on the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. They're working that left side.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Direct snap. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Got a man, it's Green. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Lost the pass. Caught behind the line. It's Nicholas. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. UCLA is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Southern California for some time. They're up by 21 over Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Give to the running back. There he goes. Delivers the stiff arm. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. the kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got it in the middle, it's Clapp. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown time. And they turn it into a defensive score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Send that offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to sneak it. Got the first down and still on his feet.
The QB sneak has been around for 4,000 years. Obviously some exaggeration, but so hard to stop. Quarterback gets it, starts to burrow behind that offensive line, and now you got the push behind with these guys. It's almost impossible to stop.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Brown.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the draw. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Fires to the big fella. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wide out. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Simpson. He tries to take the top off. Wide open. He makes the catch. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They're going to run it, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fit it in the window for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? UCLA is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we heard the first 8 clap today. They're up by 25 over Wisconsin. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play?
Open field on the right. All the way down to the 24-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to get it out of your own territory.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. He's got it on the move.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his big tight end. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen...
Oh, they blocked it. Now he can return this. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern.
He's got it on the left. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in.
He lets one fly deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And these two defenses have shown uncommon discipline through 2 quarters, especially the D-backs. They've kept to their assignments, covering those receivers like cheap suits. Certainly not the fashionable wardrobe old KC wears here in studio. Anyway, yes, the passing game. Be better. How's that for a breakdown? And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Guard in the backfield. It's Nicholas. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. He's got it.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. With the catch, it's Singleton. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Razorbacks are on the move. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Got it behind the line. It's Nicholas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
And the Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. On the ground, it's Hill. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Grab near the marker is Coleman. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Oh, he got loose. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open, man, zone. I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they can continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Coleman. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
But I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the 1st down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me.
Max going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Alabama!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, and they back it up here.
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Gets open down the middle. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Nicholas. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hand. It's Nicholas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving it forward just a few.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a...
Turning it on! Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Lindsey. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The AT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This lead that they've been working with is dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Looking for room. It's screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Simpson. Going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. The sure hands, it's Nicholas. There he goes. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Catch in the middle. It's Nicholas. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he's got it! Touchdown, Arkansas!
one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I think the 2 earlier interceptions has rattled this quarterback a little bit. He's just not playing with a lot of confidence. He tried to complete that last throw off of his back leg. Of course, we know when you try to do that, your accuracy goes way down. This quarterback needs to get himself settled.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, he comes up with a huge first down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Trying to slam in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see.
Touchdown tie! Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to add another. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. West Virginia has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to Cincinnati. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're...
He lobs one high down the left side. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Here's a heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
But man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point of the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Unloads it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. He's got him. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Unleashes one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is a tough spot for QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something.
A shot toward the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David